嘿，大家好，我哋又翻到嚟 Hitman 3啦。然後你見到我呢度 online 咗，即係我終於連得上佢哋嗰個網站。然後我就係咯，雖然佢仲未可以俾我哋拎埋我哋嗰個 Hitman 2，但係你見到我嗰啲係咯檔案係轉咗過嚟。然後我要等佢係咯，俾我哋 PC 玩家轉埋我哋啲 level 過嚟。我依家有 Hitman 1咯，但係好似未玩過 Hitman 1。但係我哋依家就要玩呢個，我哋睇咗呢個未啊？係啊，然後我個 save 冇咗，所以佢係當我冇玩過杜拜啊。我哋有冇睇呢個啊？我哋睇埋佢。係啊。然後原來佢3月就會出中文喎，都好期待。
That's your winning face. I'd hate to see you lose.
哦，佢串緊我。即係我贏咗都係咁樣樣，佢輸咗咪喊咁樣。
He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
點解佢唔信戴安娜？
I don't like executive decision makers.
哦，佢唔信女人。
You don't have to follow.
唔關事應該。
Soon, this will be over.
有排。
Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going
點解
back.
突然間咁係咯，傷
The
心咁樣？
ICA knows what you did.
She'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on.
咩地方嚟㗎？
We've got a plane to catch.
佢咪唔慣俾人掂膊頭嗰啲咧？
I hope you like the rain, 47.
我哋去邊啊？係 iPhone。
Miss Burnwood. How did you... I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
計劃點啊
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
係我會揾佢咯，即係嗰個伯伯係我哋嘅終極大
I
佬。
handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand.
好靚啊！雖然我知道係 CG，但係好有係美劇嘅 feel，又係陰謀論嗰啲咧。然後我哋就去呢個，佢會唔會唔俾我玩㗎？我唔想再玩多次啊！我想遲啲先。係啊，確認啊。唔知呢個係咪嗰套電影咧？我唔記得咗個中文名啊，我去 search 下先。
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters.
唔好意思，我揾緊嗰套戲個名。
So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
未準備好。
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to
峰回路轉啊！係咪呢一關啊？我唔知。
Alexa Carlisle is
Why?
dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is.
係啊
So。naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
哦，咁點啊？咁我
It
哋
began
審
here,
呢個。
and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture.
我唔係呢一
So
個
don't leave the
啊，
estate
我啱
without
啱
it.
講嗰套戲唔係呢一個。
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
我哋要殺呢一個，殺一個啊咁好嘅，同埋拎呢一個。OK， 我咪咩都冇啊，咩都冇。咦？可以帶骨頭放咩啊？可以帶條魚啊！呢個都好好，呢個又好好。我要認住邊一個係殺到人，邊一個係殺唔到咯。我上次帶嗰個殺唔到過去。我要呢個鎖匙。我唔想帶把槍咯，其實我想講鎖匙。其實呢個係好似好啲咯，呢個啦，休閒啲。好，開始啦！我係專家，殺一個應該 OK 嘅。講完有啲拗底添。
Thornbridge Manor.
係
The
鬼
Carlisle
哦
family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlisle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary,
咦係呢關
grandson
啊？
and daughter-in-law,
咁唔
are
似
all
嘅，
gathered to conduct Carlisle's sham funeral.
佢個 trailer 似啲咯。
Curiously, Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning,
啊係
but
啊
his
係呢
purpose at
個。
Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top.
好似係呢一個。
So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and
因
out
為
of
佢
the
個
estate.
trailer 係真係好似
Any appeal
佢
for
峰回
backup
路
is
轉
going to
嗰個
fall
電
on
影
very
嗰個
deaf
trailer 咯。
ears.
但係咁樣又唔好似。我入去啦，我入去啦。係英國。點樣入去？我想問。哦，我要殺咗個人，然後扮我係私家偵探。
Private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlisle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlisle. You can go right in.
然後
That
峰回
is
路
Phineas
轉嗰個私家偵
Whitmer,
探
the
嘅演
famous
員係
private
李明秋。
investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself.
不如殺
47.
咗佢。哎呀，有警衛喎。唔落得水㗎，喂，咁樣嘅呢個遊戲。啊，我可以去呢邊行。我要去套衫咯，我想講。好彩呢度咁似迷宮啫。哎呀
Oh, by the way, I told
No.
Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me that she understood the position I was in.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlisle?
Bữa thấy được ông mau tay giờ cả what the fuck.
Like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and
我可以殺邊一個啊？
Damn, they've done something.
Shit, man. Caroline really did a number on
要
you.
跟住佢咁易跟。咁樣先，我咪可以殺咗佢。其實，輸算先。咦，我啲 save 仲喺度。會唔會俾人發現啊？放喺呢度，放喺呢度就冇人發現我噶啦。其實我以為會俾人發現我，所以我先 save 咯。Yes，冇人知道我唔係佢，我仲有得拎住把槍，收埋。我入去偷聽先。我可唔可以入去㗎？
You'll need to find another way in, sir. Sorry
Huh?
about the inconvenience.
咁樣嘅，唔俾我入去啦！我哋發，咁你想我點？即係我套衫係唔 OK 啊？呢度我咁樣入去咯，煩。廁所
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insisting.
我應該偷呢件衫喎。
She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler.
Oh, of course.
你分開啦，分開啦，分開啦。Yes。但係佢個屍體可以放喺邊？啊，佢哋唔分開，咁算。仲有邊個可以俾我殺？太多人。
I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
You assume too much, Madam Carlisle. The crime scene, if such exists.
哇！佢哋嚟緊啊！頂，我就筆。大家都見到我啦，我唔應該偷呢套衫嘅，呢套衫好冇用咯，我想講。有冇人入嚟？我可以入嚟啊 ！Yes， 可以收埋佢喺個衣櫃度。咁就方便好多啦，拎咗個保鏢套衫，保安同保鏢衫。啊 ！shit shit！ 唔小心入咗去添，嚇死我！我係咪要放低我把槍？我要放低我把槍。得。OK， 然後就去揾嗰個私家偵探。咦？佢見到我。咁樣偷聽咯。
I wouldn't know, I'm afraid. If that is all, sir, please do come and find me.
喂，冇咗閂門啦！
Crime scene.
Just one question.
佢閂咗門細聲啲咯，因為。 喂。
Unusual for a butler to burn leather.
I don't know what you want to.
Seeds, Mr. Fernsby.
喂，等陣，佢去邊啊？私家偵探，私家偵探，我喺呢度。
Hidden desires, buried truths, conflict and intrigue. This.
佢完全唔似出名嘅私家偵探。
Ooh, someone's all kitted up.
我要殺咗佢，然後扮私家偵探。咁我要跟住佢先。但係我覺得我依家套衫都好好。
Oh, just a little one.
吓，你可以咁樣食人哋啲嘢嘅咩？ 你係私家偵探啫喎，咦可以影相喎嗰個地方。影相。係邊個嚟㗎？
We all signed the bloody thing 4 days ago.
Oh dear
咦冇
God,
嘅，
not
我
this
影完相。
again.
So I got hold of the document.
我係 scan 唔係影相。
Just wait a few days. I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
哦，你係講緊啲咩啊？我冇聽。去咗邊啊？個私家偵探？我喺嗰度。你睇下啲反射，係冇呢個 RTX 嘅喎，講咗好多次。但係我都好讚歎成件事。你快啲啦！喂呀，你快啲自己一個去唔知邊一度，然後俾我殺咗你啦！ 好啦，依家殺佢會點啊？殺佢！殺佢！殺佢！
If you're dressed like a detective,
你又走啦！
you might as well act the detective.
我唔想收埋
I
個屍
suggest
體，
you
我
go talk to the
驚
butler.
佢見到喺邊啊？呢度。Hi，我嚟緊啦。
Mr. Whitmer, are you ready to inspect the crime scene now?
係啊，可以。
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
希望冇人發現到嗰個屍體啦，即係嗰個位置係咯。希望冇人行過去咯。
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlisle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that the staged funeral
咁其實係邊個
is
殺咗
scheduled
佢啊？
to take place
定
tomorrow.
佢真係自殺？
Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
哦，係假嘅，已經俾人發現咗咯個
I
屍體。
trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out.
哦，佢係扮死，我依家先知道，原來佢真係死
I'll
咗。
consider her dead when I leave.
咁你想
Before
我
you
點？
inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the
都有
inside,
人死
and a
咗。
suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
呢個
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
我使乜真係揾
Why don't
㗎？
you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
呢個就係佢嘅
Throat
細佬
markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
影一影相就揾到咁多嘢，哇好多酒啊！睇下佢用啲咩酒 ，vodka、tequila、whisky， 佢識溝酒㗎，咁勁嘅呢個伯伯。仲有啲咩啊？佢飲酒，佢會唔會飲完酒太傷心所以死咗啊？自殺？哇！佢飲咗好多酒真係。睇下先 ，hack 佢部電腦。喂，你個手唔啱喎。
We were shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from
啊，
someone
即係佢唔係
suicidal.
自殺啦，一定。
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
一定唔會係佢寫嘅咯。佢仲有，哇！佢好中意淨化。點樣可以確認係咪佢寫啊？咦？點解呢度有個人嘅？係咪佢寫㗎？呢個咩嚟㗎？哦，呢度有本書，有暗格。
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the
有
inside.
咩睇啊？呢個好恐怖啊！點解要咁做啊？仲有啲咩啊？咁秘密嘅呢個人。
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
shit！我出咗去
I
添。
believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
好啦好啦，佢喺下邊，佢落咗去。
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you
佢係俾人
establish
殺
the time
㗎
of。death?
Zachary died around 10
我
o'clock
仲發
last
現到
night.
佢係俾人
That
殺。
means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning.
佢咁大聲啊！佢又話叫我哋要
And
保密，
myself,
然後佢又勁
as
大
the
聲
only
講佢
persons
未死
here when he
啊嘛。
died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi.
即係可能係你
I
殺。
was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material
有
that
部
I
電
prepared.
視㗎嘛係咪？
It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings.
我係要
Please
真係
come
幫
and
佢
see
哋
me
揾
when you've
邊個
solved
殺
the
嘅。
case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
哦，
Issue
嚇佢講完啦。
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47?
我唔知啊。
Motive means an opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
咁複雜嘅咩呢一關？哎呀，睇下先，邊一個？呢個佢死咗，然後呢個係個大仔，超都冇用嘅，呢個最細咁點啫？呢個係佢老婆，邊個老婆？哦，佢大仔嘅老婆，即係阿嫂。呢個係佢個仔。哦，咁 嗰個 Madam 咧，你唔俾係佢殺㗎嗰個 Madam， 然後冇嘢揾嘢嚟搞嗰啲咧，我要去揾晒佢哋間房啊！呢個唔係問題嘅，係我識上佢哋間房先得嘅。係。
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't he? He ratted me out.
所以你喺邊啊
Elaine, give us some privacy, would you?
二世祖係咪你殺咗
Don't
佢？
tell mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening.
佢幾多歲啊？佢會唔會
I mean,
未成
how the
年
fuck am I
做
expected
嗰
to cope for
啲
an
咩？
entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my
明
mind.
明就係好多
If
嘢
that's all, I
玩
think。I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything.
全佢咁有錢，我
What
都
an
放棄啦
idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything
可唔可以俾
suspicious
你條鎖
last
匙
night?
我？
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
佢講緊嗰個管家，你可唔可以俾呢條鎖匙我？然後我就要去第二度，呢度就廁所，呢個就出去。其他人喺邊啊？好多啊！呢間屋，呢個下個啊。
Gregory Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Well, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr.
Hi.
Detective. Well,
I'll go
I
and do
left
one.
Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death.
佢唔中意佢老婆。
The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all?
未啊
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh.
點解
Such a
個個都唔
sad
震
old
佢？
sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother.
哇！但係佢
He
仲有好
travels
多
more
酒
than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to
so
pry
young,
from
yeah.
my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death.
吓
You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
要一陣間我查到最後，其實佢係自殺咯。
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad.
唔係喎，但
I
係佢又唔
suppose he
係自殺
realized that he had no
佢仲
one
諗住去
with
買
Alexa
嘢。
gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one,
邊個
letting
殺
him
啊？
believe she was
唔知啊
dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
哎呀，其他人喺邊啊？我唔知道。我仲爭嗰個呢個，
Rebecca
我爭好
Carlisle,
多人我發現。
can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort overstaying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange.
邊個係 Emma？Emma 係佢個老婆啊？啊係
I
佢老
bet
婆。
she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
大把。
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler,
但係唔似係佢喎，即係大家都指係佢出嚟咁樣。
and he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing.
佢會唔會幫佢哋阿媽殺佢細佬咁樣嗰啲？
You can only take so much.
前面
Is there
嗰個
anything
啊
else
唔
you
係
want to
喎，
ask me?
冇啦。前面嗰個唔係嚟嘅，影一影相先。哦 ，passport 啊定 password 我睇唔到，唔記得咗。我做咩讀佢啊？喺邊啊？其他人啲迷路啊？唔係呢個，都唔係嗰個。
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick.
啊！
No good's gonna come
佢係
of it.
溝呢一個
Stick
啊
to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
唔係啊，我哋都唔在乎。
I spent the evening with Patrick.
哦，即係佢冇講大話。
We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
你哋兩個點樣都冇可能，我覺得。
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers
除
outside
非
the
嗰個男
house?
仔真係好好啊。
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
哦，佢好可疑啊！
I must stop thinking about Emma all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
What is it?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlyle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Gregory put a stop to that, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behavior
我
without
想
batting
聽埋
an
佢講
eye.
嘢先，但係我唔應該覺得
But
係
staying in his
佢老
mother's
婆。
bed so soon was just a bit steep, I suppose.
And her son Patrick is just as bad.
吓？
Just look at
佢個
Rose.
仔好
He
衰
has
咩？
no respect. Preying on the girls like that.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot to see to. We're
佢都唔係衰人，我覺得佢個仔。邊度啊？其他人喺邊啊？啊呢度。佢好傷心，彈緊琴話一定唔係佢啦。彈完未啊？我要同你講嘢。佢哋都好唔耐煩。吓？佢又突然間咁點啊？我連唔到上去佢嘅梳化度咯，又要同佢講嘢。
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts?
係咪
for
太
last
多
night?
人玩？
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor.
點解？
Brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it. I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Can you tell
我
me
唔記得
about
晒佢
Zachary's
哋嗰啲時
behavior
間，
last night?
Certainly
但
didn't
係佢
expect
哋
him
兩
to
個
commit
似
suicide.
冇講大話，兩兄
Sure,
弟
he。was upset by mother's supposed death. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk.
Huh?
Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff, all the company he had. Anything else I can do to help?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
我爭邊一個啊？我睇下先。我爭，咦？我爭咁多嘅咩？仲爭呢個 Rebecca、Emma。好啊，呢兩個都容易揾。Rebecca 喺邊啊佢？
Did Alice tell you what Emma did when she arrived?
What is it now?
She scolded Mary for not making the bed the way she.
哦，即係佢老婆 Emma， 因為佢好衰啊。既然我估唔到係邊一個，咁我不如估佢。哎呀，點樣入去
That
啊？
door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
咁點樣入去啊？哦，可以咁樣。喂，開唔到喎！喂，開門俾我。啊，有啊有啊有啊。爬上去 ，yes， 成功。呢個係咩啊？可以拎起啊？哦，我要影呢度啊？呢個
Now this is interesting for
咩嚟㗎？
A letter from Emma's mother stating
Huh?
that Emma
即
is
係
the
佢殺咯。
illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder.
哦，即係佢殺啦，
The
唔使
plot
諗。
thickens.
係咪啊？呢個係咩㗎？哦，可以揼嘢嗰度。我唔知要影啲咩喎，影佢隻鞋啊？係喎係喎係喎，嗰個腳印，即係佢呢隻鞋咯。佢唔講嘅，係佢啦，我揾到啦。我揾到啦！你溝女啊？你哋兩個
How are you today, sir?
喺邊啊？嗰個管家，我揾到啦，管家。我哋又入到去唔知邊個間房啦。睇下有啲咩？應該係嗰個細妹啊。
I can see from the log that
Hello,
Rebecca was in
Rebecca.
a conference call from 9 p.m.
即係佢冇
to
講大話。
midnight last night.
喺邊啊？我又要影邊個？哦，呢個咩㗎？唔講嘅，唔講係咩嚟嘅？佢冇講大話，咁呢個咧？有秘密？啊！秘密門？有咩偷睇啊？吓？廁所嚟㗎喎，睇人去廁所咁得嘅咩？我哋都係唔好咁樣出去，費事俾人發現。咁樣出去，個管家喺邊啊？
She's insisting she needs to see you.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmire, you have enough evidence to
我有啦。
present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
你
Come
一
and
定
see
要
me.
揾晒㗎？咁都得，我已經知道咗邊個殺佢啦。死啦！我又迷路添。
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
即係我要上去啊！我都唔知喺邊。 Yes 入咗去啊！我原本仲諗緊點樣入去咯，點知咁啱有個 NPC 入。
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Looks like it was recently used, though.
Oh,
something is circled 47.
終於整好啦。所以其實佢係想殺埋佢阿媽啊。俾佢殺咯，反正我哋都要殺佢啦。
You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the
點解要
murderer.
報告俾佢知
Quite
啫
the detective, 47. I'm impressed.
我哋唔報告咁
I
佢咪
suggest
殺
you
到
go tell
佢
Mr.
咯。
Fernsby.
然後我哋就唔
Unless
使
you
親
think
自
there
殺
are。more secrets to uncover.
有咩秘密？Hi.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Yes，我係終於可以上去啦。算，我玩咗好耐啊。咦，佢咁啱落嚟喎，係咪？唔係佢上緊嚟喎。Yes。咦，我哋都要上去。
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
吓，佢叫我唔好入去喎。呢度啊？佢叫我唔好入去喎，你叫我入去嘅我呢度，嚇死我啦！咁點啊？我哋可以呢個係做乜嘢？我要聽佢哋講嘢。咁去邊啊？
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
我要去坐喺度啊。
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago. You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I
want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead.
幫唔幫佢啊
No? What a shame.
我都冇話唔幫你。
I'll have to see to it some other way then.
其實我依家殺咗佢，佢咪殺唔到嗰個 Emma 唔係咩？佢俾我啦，咁容易就俾我嘅。
God, I hope you get Edwards and make him.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I need some privacy.
Thank you. Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
點樣可以殺咗佢？我應該唔可以行過去。可以？咁咪好普通啊！死啊！
Mission complete.
我呢度出嚟就冇人見咗咯。點解嘅？咩事啊？
Not that I know of. No.
點樣落翻去啊？迷路啊！走。呢個反而係個過程好耐咯，因為你又要幫佢同晒啲人講嘢，然後又要迷路喎。我而家仲迷緊路咯，然後又要去佢哋間房度揾晒所有嘅線索。就算你係去嗰個 Emma 嗰間房先，佢都要你去晒其他人嘅房先咯，好似。所以有啲耐個過程。然後淨係殺一個人咯，有啲。不過呢一關都唔係喺呢一集最出色嗰個關嚟嘅，好似。因為我睇咗人哋嗰啲 review。我哋係咪可以？
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
吓？咩事啊？我哋走。咦，我有 offline 咗，因為佢佢無啦啦彈咗出嚟啦。但係好啊，我哋呢一集就到完啦。應該我希望唔會太長啦，係啊，因為啱啱都講完個過程有啲長，要揾個兇手係邊一個。但係個結尾超級快咯，即係拎完個檔我就可以踢佢落街。我冇諗過咁快咯，仲本身喺度諗緊我要點樣殺佢咧可以。我以為啲保鏢會唔俾我跟佢入露台咯，點知佢哋俾，咁都好啲，可以好快咁完成佢。然後好，咁我哋就下一集再見，拜拜。